afternoon and welcome to Tea Time with Miss Liz. That's right, it's tea time. And today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a little memory to my uncle who passed away last night. In memory of my uncle, I've been asked to share a few words. My uncle at a young age gave me the name Giggles because I giggled a lot and I still giggle to this day. So I want to share some sweet words to my Uncle Pat Carmichael. Thank you so much for being in my life and making me who I was, making me strong and giving me the name Giggles. And I will continue to giggle on forever in your memory. To my Aunt Louise and my cousin Davy, my heart is with you guys. And I am going to continue on. As Uncle Pat would want, the show must go on. So today's tea time will be in memory of my Uncle Pat. But today I have an incredible guest in the studio, Maurice Thaw. That's right, the CEO and founder of Collab Training Academy CIC. And I will, CIC, where did I add that extra I? I guess I'm going to throw an extra I in there somewhere. But I'm just going to share a little bit on Maurice, and then Maurice is going to share all of the incredible things that he's doing and what his training academy is doing for so many people out there. So a little bit on Maurice. Maurice Thaw has over 20 years of experience in education, training, and experience having supported thousands of people with their futures. The goal is to support people in making informed decisions about their education, career, employment. Maurice's passion for supporting people to achieve their potentials and to put it into practice. In 2019, he harnessed his skill and went to the next level by becoming the founder and CEO of Collab Training Academy CIC. No I this time. To do this, he regularly provides motivational lectures in universities, successfully runs employability initiatives such as job fairs, networking events, and bespoke training courses to help people from the sectors of society to up. This offers a chance to improve their lives, choices, and opportunities. Career coach and mentor, because first and foremost, he will get to influence other people's lives and help to make a difference by using his skills, experiences, and his motivational techniques. There comes a huge amount of responsibility he finds that's appealing. So again, if you'd like to know more on Maurice, check out his full bio on Miss Liz's Tea Time Facebook page. And Maurice, welcome to Tea Time. It is an honor to have you here. But before I get you to speak, I want everyone out there who is watching the videos, you might have noticed September. It's because something happened in September and we had to change the date of the Tea Time. But Maurice is here today in October. So for any of you out there that noticed that little glitch, we know about it, and I brought Maurice back because I didn't want to lose Maurice's tea time. So welcome, Maurice, and share all the good stuff. How did it happen, and why do you do what you do?
First of all, Liz, thank you for having me, and condolences to your Uncle Pat. It's brave of you to continue tonight, and thanks for having me in your tough times. It's a pleasure to be here. Where should I start with this long, pleasurable interview? I've got so much history. I think going back to my father's life, which I'm writing a book about, my father had a journey from Jamaica and he left all the family behind to come to the UK. And my father did a lot of community work. So our house where we lived was all about community, welcoming families. There was games played, there was dominoes. Don't get me wrong, there was a few glasses of rum going at the same time. There was dancing. And I think I took up my way of life through my dad's way of thinking. And also I have 8 brothers. One's a nephew, but I call him brother, and 3 sisters. And within the family, there's a lot of challenges, barriers. We were disengaged with the world and the community. And we've got mental health issues in there. We've got homelessness. prisoners, and different types of challenges. I've got my own learning difficulties, but I truly believed everybody can be helped and supported to go on to the next level. So over the last 6 or 7 years, my goal in life now is to support other people on their education, career, and employment journey. At a younger age, I lacked a lot of confidence. I didn't get the support in the educational system. Even though I was a top attender in my junior school and high school, I was a top attender. I never had a day off. I didn't flunk off or skive school, but I just couldn't grasp it for some reason. So I left school with no education and went into a factory. And that's one of my beliefs, that there's Maurices out there who want to do better things, who want to go out and prove themselves in life and show their qualities and progress in better and higher positions. And I truly believe if they get the support that they need, everybody will grow, everybody will get educated, people will find true careers that they are interested in, and also find the right jobs that they want to do. So yeah, that's how it all started, Liz. Back at family, back in school. I was a bit of a terror when I was younger. I suppose I got bullied when I was younger. When you've got 8 brothers and 3 sisters, and I was the darkest one in the family. So being the darkest one in the family, I got the most stick in the family. So that toughened me up a little bit. Then I went out into the wide world. And back in the day, the white people were racist to me. So that toughened me up. And then my friends give me loads of grief for being dark. And that toughened me up. And I think that changed me as well, because I became a bully in the school days. And yeah, I grew up. I sort of went on the wrong track. I went to prison. I think it was about 24, 25, back in 1984. Never been in trouble since. It's taught me a good lesson. And yeah, so
you grew up a lot.
So that's my, yeah, most definitely. I wasn't going back there. And I think that sort of history has sort of set me in my DNA to support other people in all those different ways of life, all the challenges that my family had, what I went through school, all the bullying, all the family. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of pleasure there. There was a lot of joy. It made me stronger, because I teach the young people, the youngsters, what you go through in life will make you stronger. It might seem adversity now, it might be painful, it might be a challenge now, but all your failures will turn into glory, will turn into success, will make you stronger, will make you more educated. So I wouldn't change anything of my past.
So where did the name come from, Maurice?
Collab Training Academy. Collab is short for collaboration. So you've got collaboration. I love to collaborate. I do a lot of networking events. I do conferences. I create career fairs that offer jobs, that offer inspiration from sexual health to obesity to welfare rights. I do all these different collaboration events, and that was just a perfect name for what I'm about, collaboration.
So what age groups do you work with, Maurice?
So the age groups vary. We're now working with 14-year-olds now.
Okay.
If I'm totally honest, Liz, I believe the kids today need to be educated at age 4 and 5. That's
Yes,
my
they do.
personal view. Age 4 and 5, that's where they need to be educated. I believe that the school system is fantastic in the UK, but what they are teaching the youngsters, there needs to be a change. These young people, you know, they don't want to know about King Henry VIII.
They don't want to know the history, right?
You know? Yeah.
We
want to know
really
about,
need to
you
get
know,
the minds
cryptocurrency,
moving,
setting
right?
up their own business. Yeah, they need to be taught about finances, cryptocurrency, how to set a business up on their phone. You know, these are the sort of things in education. And yeah, so I've started at 14 now, and I want to go to a lower age if I get the time and resources. And then we work all the way up to pensionable, mature age.
Oh, wow. So a big range.
I did an over 50s training course a while ago to do with hospitality. This was 50 pluses who were out of work, but they wanted to work. And we set up a training program for them, and that went well. So yeah, the range is 14 up to 50 is the range I teach and coach, mentor.
Well, I think all ages need some mentoring, right? We all need coaching. Like, you know, we all need to learn a little. I know I'm still learning each and every day. Like, you know, I enjoy learning from different people and different cultures and different age ranges. Like I always tell my kids, make friends with all different ages because you learn something from everyone. So what's the biggest impact that you have seen since you've started this academy? Oh, I think we've got a little glitch in here. We've got some technical issues. And that is known for Miss Liz's tea time. So he might pop in, he might pop out, he might unfreeze, but we're going to continue on with the...
But I have the best fun, and I have the best, I have a great time with 14-year-olds. The 14-year-olds, these guys are special educational needs youngsters, and special educational needs youngsters age 14. I learned so much from them, you know, their thought process, what they think of life, what they are going through, and just trying to understand them is a learning process. And I truly believe the education system, a lot of the education system don't understand what's going on in the disadvantaged areas and the hard to reach areas, because those are the people who need the most education, and those are the people who are getting the least education. But when you get to speak to them, you learn the most from them. It's an education for me, working with these guys.
So what have you learned about yourself with all of the different age groups?
The most important thing for me is to be humble. That's the most important thing for me. Over the years, as I've grown, I tend to understand the value of life and the value of me and what a fantastic person I am within. That's what I've learned the most. I think I live this life of flash cars, holidays, trying to look good for other people, thinking about what other people think of me, trying to please everybody, trying to sort everybody else's problems. And I think the biggest learning curve is just to be humble and to be myself and be proud of who you are, be grateful, have gratitude for everything you've got going for you. And even the small things, sights, smells, tastes, I thanks for the big. Being humble is probably the biggest lesson. And the second lesson I would say is losing my ego.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like it. If you lost your ego, I like it. I don't do
Oh,
well with ego.
I had a massive ego, Liz. It was terrible. And I think the world puts us in this, I think the world and the way we see things puts us in this position. And as soon as I lost the ego and became humble, I was a better person. I felt good on a daily basis. It wasn't a material world. You understand, measure what you're doing. And I think the life place once you understand yourself. So with the humble, it was a great step forward for me. And I'm in a great place.
I want to get into the rooms that you're doing on Clubhouse. For anybody who doesn't know what Clubhouse is, I really think that that's a good place to connect and network and collaborate together. That's how me and Maurice actually met each other, was through Clubhouse. So could you share a little bit on the rooms that you do in Clubhouse, Maurice, with everyone out there?
I got you until you said a great place to network and collaborate together, Liz. That's where we come.
We got some glitches going on in this team. Oh my goodness, we got some. So I was saying, if I was saying, could you share like what type of rooms are you hosting in Clubhouse? And for anyone who's not known about Clubhouse, if we could share a little bit on how we connected and how we got working together.
Yeah, Clubhouse is the new social media platform. Please, I won't go into detail because I couldn't explain them to you, even if I do know them. But it's connected by audio. And what I loved about Clubhouse, it's that people connect in different rooms and people speak to each other about topics and subjects and areas they love or areas they dislike. And the good thing about Clubhouse is a subject for everybody. There's a room for everybody you can communicate with 7 days a week. I love it. The first thing I do in the morning, I wake up to the Breakfast Club, because these guys have a fantastic topic every day. And it's a bit like having mentors and coaches who are, these guys are multi-millionaire successful business people teaching you on a daily basis. So I can guarantee 4 times out of 5 each morning, as soon as I hit 6:30, it's on, and I'm inspired, and I'm always getting good knowledge in all areas of. Yeah, so in all areas of business and all areas of life, I'm motivated. So the other good thing about Clubhouse is a lot of these youngsters today, they've relied on social media, their telephone, and they're communicating via telephone, texting, pictures, and they are not communicating either face-to-face. So when people have to communicate, what I've found with people who I coach and mentor, when they have to communicate, they struggle because and we've had COVID, just don't forget, so there's been less communication. And then before that, they were only communicating with their friends or via the phone. With Clubhouse, you have to communicate verbally. So it's a lesson in itself to communicate. And even though I'm a strong person, I public speak, I hold engagements, I host, it was still a challenge for me to get comfortable. So it took time. But the benefits of meeting people like yourself, Les, who've got fantastic organizations, very professional, try and help people worldwide, I want to collaborate with. I want to connect with nice people. So I go into rooms now that where I tick those boxes. So it might be business, it might be fun. I go into a motivational room where they have all all the top celebrities in the world do motivational audio. Oprah Winfrey, Anthony Robbins, Les Brown, all these top people who I talk to, who have taught me through books and taught me through different means. I've seen Anthony Robbins, been to Anthony Robbins concerts back in the day. So I've got all these books, but to hear him live in Clubhouse when I want to is another benefit.
Yeah.
But the goal was always to set up my own rooms. And my title of my room is called It Takes a Village, which is a brand within my company. And It Takes a Village is a Nigerian proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child. So I've stolen that proverb and I use it as a brand, and I've got a lot of projects that come on. So I wanted to collaborate. I wanted people to come into my room and let's talk about a particular topic, but also let's network.
Yeah.
Let's see where we can help each other. Let's see where we can support each other. Let's see how we can guide each other. And all these opportunities to meet tremendous business people, all for free. When you want to go onto Clubhouse, it's very addictive when you first start. Wow, I was on there. I couldn't. I was on there 24/7, 7 days a week.
I think everybody was when they first started Clubhouse, right? We were all like addicts. We're all like the next best thing, right? We all got to be. If we shut it off, we're gonna miss something. I think a lot of us became really addicted to it. But now, since it's been running a while, now we're slowly pacing ourselves. Okay, now we can do this room. This room's at this time. We'll jump on at this time. And we can get back into what we were actually doing. But when Clubhouse first opened, I was the same way. I was on there 24/7, like my audio in my ears all the time. But I met some really incredible people like yourself, Maurice. And I mean, like, I really enjoy Clubhouse for one reason, because I read a lot of energy from the voices. I don't know if you do that when somebody comes to the stage. That it's like you said, we speak, we're motivational speakers, we do these public events, and we're good. But when you get on the mic, it's almost like you're scared to speak at first. Because I was like that too when I first got on.
It is a different world.
It is.
It's definitely a different space to be in.
Yeah. And I highly recommend that you check out It Takes a Village, because there are incredible people that go into your club that I have met and I have connected and have come on Teatime. So I encourage everyone out there, the viewers that are watching now and the viewers that will watch the replay, check out Clubhouse It Takes a Village, because this is an incredible room. The connections and networking that is done in this room is incredible. These people that are in this room are incredible people. And this is what I do for Teatime, is I bring incredible people to the stage. So Maurice, I would like to get into your T. So what does your T mean for you? So if I give you the word T, give me a word for each letter. TEA. Oh, did you get me, Maurice?
You got cut off into my T.
Okay, so if I ask you what your T is, if you can give me a word for each letter, the T.
Oh, my ill T.
Your T. I want to know what your T is today.
Oh, you keep cutting out. Oh no.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here now. I keep getting. You get to T, then you cut out, Liz. Sorry.
I swear it's a glitch. There's a glitch for a reason today. That might be my uncle. He might be playing around there. He was always a jokester, so maybe that's what he's doing. He's playing today. But yeah, so if I ask you what your T is, give me a word for each letter, the TEA, so I know what your T is, Maurice.
The TEA?
Yeah, so a word for each letter.
Targets would be my first that comes to T. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. And what's your E?
Target. And then the E would be energy.
And your A?
A would be achieve.
Ooh. I like your tea. You got a good strong tea there, but
My company slogan is support, develop, achieve.
yeah,
So I had to put achieve in there.
I really like your tea because your tea is your past, your present, and your future. So you target as a child. So as a child, you were targeted. You talked about bullying and that you overcame. You were to target because of your skin color and that you got more discipline. So that tells me a lot about your past, and you actually shared that about your past. Your E is energy, and your energy in the present right now is amazing. Like you're doing amazing things. You're collaborating with a lot of people. You're networking, and your future achieve. You will achieve your future because your future will be bringing in the energy from the present. So you really have a strong team, and you just told us who you are as a person without even realizing that the T is in you. And this is why I serve tea, to get to know who you are.
Wow. Okay. I like that. That's good.
You
Yeah,
see?
yeah, yeah.
And this is what we need to do is we
Wow.
need to
Okay.
educate the mind with a cup of tea. And you just educated us with target, energy, and achieve.
So the rest of my life now, Liz, when I drink of tea, this will be the vision, this picture of us having this interview. When I drink of tea, I'll think of this.
But this is the communication that we need to start making with our children, right? As mentors, bringing the simple things into life. It doesn't always have to be the hard things for our children. So growing up, you said you had a lot of mentors and a lot of coaches. Who was your number one mentor and coach for you in your life?
Oh my God, the number one mentor for me, and he wasn't so much a mentor, he was a boss of mine. And I think it was about, I can't remember the year, but it must have been about 2008, around. So in 2000, still working, and this guy is still my mentor today. And he was my boss at the time. His name is Anusha. He runs a company called APAC, a youth organization called EDDBF, something like that. And the thing
You're adding letters now.
I know. I wish I could remember the title. I can't remember the letters, never mind the name of the company.
It's like me adding the extra I, right? The CICI.
Oh, I hope he's not in the room. He always tells me, Maurice, have you got it right? But I asked him when I was, it was an age when I was sort of buying a computer. No, that's not the story. I asked him, what's the best thing I can do for my career and my life? And I know it was always small. I've had some great teachers, some great mentors. I've done some fantastic courses. I'm a self-development freak. I like to self-develop and educate, reading, watching. Everything I do is all about education. Yeah. But he said to me, I said, what's the best thing I can do for my career? And he just said, buy a computer now. He said, get a computer. And at the time, not many people had a computer. And when I bought that computer, it helped me to find another job. And it's helped me to take my life to the next stage. And this guy, he's always been there for me. I've worked for him for 4 years. Even now, I go to him for advice. I was on the phone to him today. I said, I've got a big meeting. It's about a massive project. He gave me his advice and he's been there for me. His name is Anusha. He runs an organization called APACS, and it's a residential home for people who have mild mental health and who are struggling. And he runs that home, and he's just a great guy. That's the guy who sort of inspired me the most.
Well, that's incredible. We always have that one person, right? That just the littlest things, like he said, buy a computer. You never thought that would change your whole entire life, right? It's the little things in life that make a difference.
It is. And we forget sometimes as teachers, as parents, as uncles, as brothers, as fathers, how inspiring we can be. And we forget we've got the ability to change lives. And I try and remind people that we're all talented, and you don't know what's going to inspire the next person. You don't know what's going to motivate him and take him to the next height and stop somebody from committing stupid, making poor decisions. And as human beings, that's what we should be on, as much information, much knowledge, everything we know to the lower generation, to the next generation. We came on the earth with nothing. We're going to leave with nothing. We've got to pass on what we've got. And you just don't know what that is. You just don't know.
Yeah, you just never know what impact you make on a person's life. It's the little things that really, truly make a difference, you know. It could be a name, it could be a message, it could be a quote, it could be just 5 minutes that somebody has changed your life because they sat and listened, you know. And this is what we do with tea, is we recharge ourselves, you know, we reflect and release and that. So I want to get into the programming that you offer at the Training Academy. What programs do you offer for all of the ages? Because you have different programs, right, for different ages. I'm guessing
we're gonna be here till 12 o'clock, Liz.
I'll keep you here all night. We're doing Clubhouse.
Wow. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing a program at the moment that I'm really proud about. We beat ourselves up. We've got this little imposter syndrome where people are telling us, somebody's telling you the good, the bad, and the indifferent. I had this imposter syndrome because I played the game FIFA. The console game FIFA I played a lot of. And I started playing this game in 2008 with my with my children, with nephews, and we used to play, and I loved it. As a youngster, I didn't get many toys. I was loved everything else, but we had one toy. It'd be a little train about that big, and that'd be your present. And then it sort of built up we never had a load of presents. So I'm a gamer. I love games. I love being around the kids. That's all I'm in. Christmas, we're the kids. Let's play some games. And I played a lot of FIFA. So I got very good at it. But I felt guilty about putting time into a game, because I preach that we spend too much time on entertainment, but we don't spend time in our education. If we spend the same amount of time on our entertainment as we do on the education, we'll be okay. I'm preaching this. I'm coaching this. I'm mentoring these terms. But here I am at home playing this FIFA game. So
imposter.
So I'm playing this FIFA game thinking, my God. But so over the last 3 months, I've developed a program where we can engage with youngsters through FIFA. So these are the guys who are hard to reach, they're disengaged, they're in hard to reach areas, and these guys play a lot of FIFA. So I thought, I've got to do something with this game. And I put a program together where we help the youngsters. The catchment is, come and play FIFA. We'll also support you on your education, your career and employment journey. And that is the program. It's a 12-week program. And we do one-to-one coaching. We talk to them about what their goals are, what are their plans, what education you're looking at, what areas do you need support. I've got networks. We go through their CV, we go through their interview, we go through personal branding, we talk about confidence, but we really get stuck in. We sit around the table. They might have a teacher assistant. I've got my assistant, and we really work on these young guys to try and get them through, to take them to the next level, to give them that confidence for the day, to tell them that they are beautiful, to tell them that they are nice people, to tell them have faith, to talk to them about targets. And we are hoping that this sticks. And the unique thing about this program, at the end of it, we get them work experience. So we've got all this support, somebody who's disengaged, who doesn't want to talk, not interested in employment education, is doing nothing. This is a big exaggeration. Most of them are okay. And then if we can get them enticed, so we play some FIFA. Oh man, listen, the quality of the first, we did 3 sessions with special educational needs children, and I was absolutely petrified on my first day. I thought, how's this going to work? I put this program together. I've got FIFA, I've got one-to-one training. We've got to do the videos. We've got to talk to the teachers. But it's all fitted together because the youngsters love the consoles. And I said, look, you've got to be accountable. This isn't all fun and games.
Yeah.
If you don't help me to help you, I'm not helping you. It's as simple as that. I wasn't that harsh. I'm being dramatic.
He wasn't no big meanie, right? But that's how we learn as well, right? Is we see that we need to change too sometimes. You know, we're preaching education, we're preaching training, we're preaching mentoring, and then we realize, oh, but when we're at home and alone, we're not actually doing that for ourselves. So then we have that wake up call. Oh, you know what? We really got to wake up here. You know, we got to be the example.
And I tell them this as well. I let these kids know that I'm not perfect.
Exactly.
I am not, by the look at me, I don't speak well, but I've got the confidence. I know what I'm talking about. My history is just as bad as yours. I was uneducated. I was educated in the head. I know I was sharp, but on paper, I've been the ex-prisoner. I've done the bullying. I've done these things. And I tell them the story about FIFA.
Yeah.
Because if you've got a skill, I'm not being funny, I'm bloody good at FIFA. So
I haven't even heard of it until today, so I'm going to have to find out what this is, so maybe I can get good at it too.
It's a console game, and I say perfect. But if you do something, you've got a skill, and if you do something and you've got a skill and you're passionate about it, use it to your advantage. Use it for one of your journeys. Harness your strength and your qualities, and that's what I did with that program. Another project that we're doing that I'm really proud of, I'll finish on this one. It's called It Takes a Village. So last year, COVID hit.
Yeah.
I was not in a position to do anything. I'd lost control. Make or break for me, for my company, where it's make or break. I was in a terrible situation. Financially, the company, I was on the verge of winning contracts. And just as these contracts were going to be announced, COVID hit. So this turned my company upside down and it threw me for 6. My mindset was, oh my days, I had to go to the family for support and reach out here and there. But at the back of my mind, it was saying, well, what are you doing about this? Are you just going to sit back? And then I thought, you know something, there's people worse off than you. You need to do something.
Yeah.
And I did a conference for the local community in Lewisham called It Takes a Village. So what attributes do I have? Well, I've got all these connections. Local authorities, stakeholders, youth organisation, SMEs, you name it. I've got them in my collaboration. I said, well, why don't I just get these together. And then let's see what we can do collectively. So I did the first conference, and I can't believe how many people turned up. And I said, look, guys, I've got all you people here. What are we going to need in the borough of Luton? We're in a better position. Room right now, you're in a better position. You're in a better position now. Some of those people out there suffering.
Yeah.
What are we going to do about it? I don't want to talk. What are we going to do? This is the first session. I said the second session, what we'll do, we'll come back and say what we're going to do, which we did. We had a second conference. We had the mayor come from, we had all these big people, MBEs. We had all these people come. It's fantastic. So we decided to put on programs and projects that can support the needy in the community. So we spoke about sexual health. We spoke about bullying. We spoke about employment. Where can I get food? Obesity, you name it, we spoke about it. And we run 31 training programs, and we supported over 300 people. And it was absolutely, and in total, we had over 170, give or take 20, organizations come through the conferences. We supported the local community. And what from there is that it's youth who are suffering, it's youth. It's the carers of the parents and brothers. They weren't in a good, very short. There's a who were in a position, and as this is including refugees, phone, internet, couldn't come out of the house. So this project was fantastic, and on the top of that, on top of the that it takes a village, that the organisation said what was good about this event is they didn't know what was going on in the community. They didn't realise all these good companies are working in the community, and they didn't know there was food banks going. They didn't know there was a sexual health helpline. So the organisations loved it, and yeah, it takes a village, and it was a fantastic project. It was self-funded by me. I got one sponsor for £500, and that's the only financial support that we got. And that was we did this for 6 months. Me and Beatrix, my general manager, we put it together. It nearly killed us. We had to have time off and a break from everything. So yeah, those are the two projects that come to heart. The FIFA project, and It Takes a Village, which I'm going to repeat. It Takes a Village next year. And the FIFA project is just blowing up at the moment.
Well, I think that those are important projects to bring, because even here in Canada, there's communities that don't know about different services and that, because we don't collaborate. We have all these different organizations, but we don't work together. We work to build our own organizations or our own companies, but we don't collaborate. And I don't understand why we're not doing that, why we're not collaborating and helping more people and lives. Because if we worked as a team and we worked as a village, we could make a bigger impact. That's how I truly feel anyway. And I'm sure you feel the same way, Maurice. We don't connect enough. We don't collaborate enough. We need to start working together and networking. And I think that's what Clubhouse has really done with a lot of people, is it's connected people that would have never, ever connected before.
I've made some fantastic connections on Clubhouse. And I've now got 2 rooms. I've got another room on a Saturday morning. My wife has 25 years experience in welfare rights, benefits, council tax, and all that sort of housing benefits. She's done it. So we do another room on a Saturday morning where we talk to people about welfare rights. We talk about housing benefits, bailiffs, landlords, tenants, and she can answer all the questions. And I don't have to do much talking in this one, Liz, which is always a bonus.
You like listening anyway. When you go into Maurice's clubs, he's always putting everybody else on the stage. He's like, "Oh, come on, come and speak."
Yeah, please talk. But going back to the events, there's a lot of people out there who haven't got the heart,
yeah,
who can make a major difference, but they are focused on their own goals, their own material goals, and it's just a shame. But also, there's far more good people out there who've got good intentions, who are willing to support. I've got a fantastic network now. I just need to utilize it more so we can give more, so we can support thousands of youngsters and parents and carers. And yeah, so that's the goal with It Takes a Village. I want to get 100. I'm going to get 100 companies together next year. We're speaking with the London Borough of Lewisham. We're talking to those about. London Borough of Lewisham have won the Borough of Culture.
Okay.
In London. So the Mayor of London awards one borough the Cultural Award. So the Culture Award is they get big funding to show their culture of their borough. And Lewisham, my area where I work, have won it. So I'm in negotiations now talking, and they want me to put an event on for the local borough to do with culture. And we're going to combine this with It Takes a Village next year, which I'm really excited about, really excited. And then I'm going to take it to other cities and other boroughs once I've done this last one next year.
Well, that's really cool. I really appreciate you doing that for everyone out there. I really want to thank you for your services, because we don't get enough appreciation, for the things that we do for others. And I just really want to say thank you, Maurice, for doing what you do and for what you do for all of these different age groups. It's truly incredible. So if anybody would like to reach out to you, how could they reach out to you?
Well, they can send cash, credit card, PayPal. No, I'm joking.
But it all sounds good, right?
You can go to the website, collabta.org.uk. That's COEE. And just or send me that's the one, collabta.org.uk. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Linktree. They can get in touch with us there. And yeah, they can even phone me if they want to. You can find my number quite easily. I won't give it out now, but I'm easy to get in touch with, Liz.
So I did find your Linktree. I found your LinkedIn, not your Linktree, but your LinkedIn, your Twitter, and your Instagram. You also have a YouTube channel. On your YouTube channel, what do you do on there? Do you do videos? Do you do training on there as well?
It Takes a Village that we did last year, we filmed it. It was a conference online. We record all our events. So when we did It Takes a Village last year, we recorded all the sessions. So we recorded all the people who were in the event, and that goes onto YouTube. I do interviews, not mass quick interviews, but it's not an area where we're spending enough time. But we've done a few videos. We did the conference last year, and we've done a few little small clips to do with the work that we do. So it might be FIFA project. You'll see information on the FIFA project on YouTube. You might see You might see the work that we've done in schools there as well, or the university workshops that we've done. It's all on YouTube.
So on your LinkedIn, are you doing any collaborations through LinkedIn at all?
You know, that's one area, Liz, I don't utilize at all at the moment. I think what I've found over the years is I need to find my lane, or I need to find out what social media works best for me and what I do. And what we're finding at the moment, Instagram is the number one benefit platform for us. That's where we get the most traction. That's where we get sales and leads. And I mean, we've got Instagram, then we've got Facebook, Twitter, and down at the bottom is LinkedIn. I haven't really put the time. I think I'm judged as well. I do think I'm judged on me. I don't think my bio's fantastic. I'm dyslexic. I've got my learning difficulties, so my bio isn't good on LinkedIn. So I don't think that's working as well as I'd like it to be. But the other social media platforms work.
Well, you can always send me your bio, Maurice, and I can take a look at it and get it in order for you if you'd like that. If that would help you at all. Like, I don't mind helping you.
Say that again, Liz. You cut out there.
If you send me your bio, I can go through it and I can fix it up for you, and then you can put it right back up onto your LinkedIn if you'd like to do that. I don't mind doing that for you at all. If that helps you bring and opens doors on that platform.
Day, Liz, where my connection has been so bad.
I know, right? It's like really glitchy. I think it's my uncle. He's just playing a lot of tricks on us tonight. I think he's here in the house and he's just
unbelievable. I've never had it so bad. But you were talking about, I know you mentioned I can give you help on LinkedIn, Liz. What were you saying there? Then you cut out.
Yeah, if you want, I can send me your bio and I can fix it up for you, and then we can get it back up there. If that opens a door for you, I don't mind doing that at all. I've done a few editing things for a couple people on Clubhouse, so I don't mind helping you in that way. And we've lost him. He's actually he's back. You popped in and out like popcorn there.
Happy to get your help, Liv. I've got a program as well, Liz, that I'll tell you about offline, and I can definitely help you as well.
Okay.
Students who are looking for work experience. And one of the programs we work is called Pathway to Employment Work Experience Program. And we get skilled people who want to do work experience for 4 to 14 hours a week over 12 weeks. So these guys come to me and say, Maurice, I'm looking for social media, I'm looking for administration, I'm looking for web development, content writing. So we've got another arm of the business, and that's called Pathway to Employment Work Experience Program. And obviously employers charge me, but the candidates happy to do the work. And I do get candidates who are happy to work remotely. So if I can help you, Liz, in any way, you can let me know.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's what we do, right? We network and connect together, we collaborate. And if you need any help with anything, if you have any programs that are coming up or projects, let me know and I will put that onto the page as well, because I like to keep my viewers updated with all of my Teatime guests. So if you have anything like a new book or a new project, a program, please let me know. I will put it out there for you and share it. I really appreciate you taking the time today with all the glitches and everything and sharing your cup of tea with us. I want each of the viewers out there, if you're watching now or watching later, to please reach out to Maurice Thaw and check out his programs, check out what he's doing. And I do believe that you are a nonprofit as well, right, Maurice?
That's right, yeah. We're a not-for-profit, yeah.
So is there a link or something that they can find out about that as well, or?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't got a crowdfunding page. We are about to do that, but if anybody wants to reach out, we are looking for sponsors for the It Takes a Village event and also the FIFA project. And we are looking for donations. We're looking for equipment we can use, so we can have 10 kids in the room playing on a console. So yeah, if you want to get in touch and you've got anything that can support the program or sponsor, donate, you want to get involved, or you've got some ideas, please get in touch.
Well, thank you so much, Maurice. I want to close up with one of the comments from Marlene. I'm going to bring it up onto the platform. And then I'm stay in the studio before we close up, Maurice, and we'll connect with a few more other things after the show. So may you continue doing the awesome job that you are doing with these young people, Maurice. I am sure their parents appreciate the work that you are doing with them to help making them to be a better young adult. So thank you, Maurice, for doing that. And thank you, Marlene, for tuning in. She is in Cornwall. She is in Canada, and she is also a dear friend of mine. So I really appreciate her tuning in today. My tongue is doing all those tongue twisters now. So I need to add a little bit of rum to the spicy cider that I'm drinking. Cider tea that I'm drinking. My uncle is here with me, and I know he's watching down. So again, thank you, Maurice, for tuning in today and joining us and sharing your tea with the world, and continue to do what you're doing, as Marlene has said. And thank you for everything that you do in Clubhouse and everywhere in the UK for each and every one of these people in your life. So I want to thank you for joining me today. And I want each of the viewers to know that I will be back again tomorrow for another tea time. That's right. This week I'm doing 3 tea times, one. So tomorrow I am being joined with Constance Woodlar. She is also a fellow speaker that was at the Sean Fair Leadership Experience Tour with me in Detroit in September. And she will be speaking on childhood obesity. My tongue is doing all this. I need rum. But Constance will be in the studio tomorrow with me, and we will sit down and have another cup of tea and find out what makes her cup of tea. So thank you all for joining me today on Tea Time with Miss Liz. And I will see you guys tomorrow with a new guest and a new cup of tea, new flavor and new blend. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. And what a great